Welcome to the recording of the Leading Sheep webinar on using EIDs in sheep. This webinar was presented on the 10th of May 2018 by Phil Holmes and Anthony Uren. This is part 6 in a series of short recordings from this webinar, with Anthony Uren talking about their RAM multiplier, classing using objective measurement, and the benefits of indexing.
We run a RAM multiplier, and I've gone across the commercial side of the business. As far as the stud is concerned, all the processes basically remain the same. Because of where we are in the northern tablelands, there's not a lot of big sheep flocks. Ram suppliers or studs are not large, not like the big western studs, so they're not producing a lot of rams. And for us to go into the marketplace and source rams that meet our objectives and are at the top of the indexes, it becomes very expensive. So we went down the road of developing our own stud. We have the fortune of huge genetic power of 16,000 ewes, being an open nucleus. Every one of those ewes is measured and has the opportunity to enter into the stud. So we've got a high genetic turnover of 50% of the ewes in the nucleus every year, and 50% of our rams are classed out annually. So we're able to produce rams that are in the top percent on the Sheep Genetics Australia database. They're ranking within the top 10%, and we're doing it at $300 per ram use. So it's cost effective. It's really driving our performance. And I've just put a slide up here just to indicate our classing system. So we do it in the shed, just to keep out of the weather. We're a bit soft here on the tablelands. We collect all that data. We use a data management software that's sourced locally. All that information is uploaded. They come into the inspection box. All that data up here. So we've got body weight in the scales. We've got pedigree. We've got ASBVs, raw data, and the selection process continues in that vein. So the benefits of indexing are obvious in the nucleus as well. We've got 3 trend lines there. So this is the average of all merinos in the database. This is the trend line for the superfine, ultrafine cohort of the database, and this is the Congai trend line. We've had some pretty significant progress. We can see it petering off here. I've moved away from manually mothering up and collecting pedigree data that way, and I've gone to using tissue samples or blood samples to do DNA testing, and because of the expense of that, I've dropped the ewes out of the system, and because this is a combination of reporting on both ewes and rams, when we haven't got any pedigree data on ewes, that those correlations fall away and it affects on our trend line. But we're going to remind ourselves we're commercial producers, and those things are pretty much ancillary.
Thank you for watching this part of the recording from the Leading Sheep webinar on using EIDs in sheep. If you have any questions or would like more information, please visit the Leading Sheep website, www.leadingsheep.com.au.